Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's nemesis. For those of y'all watching me on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and push it out to more people that need it. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you like it for somebody. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the video description. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need advice custom-made and tailor-fitted to your situation, make sure y'all book a session. I do all cities, states, time zones, and countries, so please do not let that deter you from booking a session. If you do not see a desired date or time, please send me an email, which is also in the video description, and we will get you scheduled. I do offer weekend and evening sessions, but they are upon request, so just send me an email and we'll get you taken care of. Also, y'all make sure y'all go check out my performance video for Regret Radio. It is about my narcissistic experience, and it is off my pop project Supernova, which is about my narcissistic experience within its entirety. So y'all make sure y'all go stream that. It's on all streaming platforms. It's available everywhere. Some of the songs are available here on the channel throughout the videos, so y'all make sure y'all go check them out. If you need a soundtrack to your healing journey, that would be a great listen for you. Today I want to talk about why won't the narcissist let you go? Why won't they leave you alone? They've broke up with you, they discarded you, they left you for somebody else, they abused you, they lied on you, they cheated on you, they smear your name. They've done all of these bad things to you. And I knew the answer to this before I seen this, but I seen an interview with Corey Holcomb, and he was like, they can't leave you alone because they can't leave you intact. I'm going to say that again. They can't leave you alone because they can't leave you intact. And what I mean by that is they cannot leave you functional. They cannot leave you still standing. They cannot leave you not destroyed. They cannot leave you not damaged. They cannot leave you with the ability to move forward after them. They cannot leave you successful. They cannot leave you admirable. They cannot leave you with anything. Because y'all have to remember, narcissists are agents of chaos. Narcissists are sent to destroy. So the thing is, if they haven't been successful destroying you, they're not going to leave you alone. Especially if you're thriving after them. If you're doing great without them, if you're doing better without them, it's something about that destroys not only a narcissist's ego, but a regular person's ego as well. If you ever broke up with somebody, their worst fear is that you leave them and you do better without them. Because without saying anything, that lets them know that they were some kind of problem, because they will look at it as, why couldn't they be that successful with me? It must be because I was a distraction, I was a problem, I was a hindrance, I held them back, because they left me and they're doing just fine. If not, they're doing great. They're doing better than they were when I first met them. That is a scary thought for some people, because a lot of people, they walk around thinking that they're a person that they're not. And what it does is that brings them to reality. That lets them know that, hey, you're not as great as you think you are, because look, I managed to go on after this relationship and not only do great, but supersede your expectations. This is a major blow to not only a narcissist's ego, but a regular person's ego as well, whether it's male or female, because it doesn't give them room to not take accountability. It doesn't give them room to blame shift. It doesn't give them room to project. It doesn't give them room for manipulation. It doesn't give them room to make up a story. it invalidates all that. That's why I say when you're going through smear campaigns, people running their mouth about you, and of course they're only telling the shit that makes them look like a saint. They're not saying, oh well, you know, this might have caused what. They're telling people everything that makes them look like the good guy and makes you look like the bad guy. And I always tell people, if you're with somebody, they need to be talking to a therapist, not everybody else, not spreading your fucking business around work, not spreading your business to family, not doing any of that. They should be talking to a therapist. So the fact that they're telling everybody, you know, your bit, you know, you might want to look at that too. But when you're doing good without them, it overshadows all of that shit. That's why I say it's no need to defend yourself when you're going through a smear campaign. The best thing to do is work on yourself, self-improvement, and make sure you're elevated. Because they can make up whatever kind of scenario they want to. They can make up whatever kind of bullshit they want to, but the result's gonna speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? So, they don't like to leave people intact. They don't like to leave people successful. They don't like to leave people, because people know too, like when you on a mission, when you on the grind, like people know if you focus, when you focus, and people know, people can kind of project your results by how hard you're working. Now, people don't do this smartly all the time, but certain people know, man, if they keep going, they're gonna be a monster. Man, if they keep grinding, it's gonna be hell to pay when they get, you know, to where they're trying to get to. Some people can gauge this, and some people, you know, they'll see this, and, you know, they'll try to wait at the finish line for you to, you know, reap your benefits or whatever the case is. This is a narcissist. They will try to sabotage what you got going on, and or try to meet you at the finish line to, you know, indulge in the results of your struggle, your journey, whatever the case is. And they don't like being left out. They don't like missing out on reaping benefits from people that they know are beneficial. So it bothers the hell out of them. It bothers the hell out of them when they know you're able to move on. Another reason is because they don't know how to properly move on. They don't have the healing capacity. They don't have the self-awareness. They don't have the self-reflection enough to properly move on from anything. So the thing is, they haven't left you alone. They keep reaching out because they have not succeeded in destroying you. A narcissist's sole purpose is meant to come into your life and destroy you. It is meant to come in your life and take your light away from you. It's meant to come knock you off of your purpose. It's meant to come redirect you onto the wrong route. It's meant to rob you of your essence. It's meant to rob you of your self-esteem, your courage, your empathy, your creativity. Because everybody has something in them that God has given them to help others. You know, whether it's your purpose, 9 times out of 10 it's your purpose, is what's attached to your purpose. Even if you're a musician or some shit, you know, whether you know, you a small-time musician, big-time musician, whatever, God has given you that gift to help people, because whatever you've been through, you're able to relay that to other people and inspire them to either, you know, maybe they need to become musicians and they need to inspire other people, or it might inspire them through their tough times. So, you know, you might leave them a roadmap in your music or whatever the case is. That's just an example because I can identify with that. But your purpose is not just for you, it's for others as well. and it's to, lead others into their purpose, because a lot of people don't understand your purpose is so important because it's tied to so many other people's purpose. And God has given each of these individuals purpose as well. Your purpose sometimes ignites other people's purpose. So you have to understand how important it is for the enemy to come in and destroy that and derail that. That's why I tell men, the most important thing in your life is your purpose. And a lot of people say, oh, well, your woman and your kids and all that. None of that comes before your purpose, because that comes directly from God, and that is the compass that you're supposed to be following. If we talking biblical, if we talking about the hierarchy of the home, it's God, it's the husband, it's the wife, and it's the kids. Your purpose comes from God. So if your wife's sitting there saying, oh, well, you putting this over me, and of course, you spend time with your family and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, your purpose is God's direction. Nothing should be coming before that, and you have to find somebody who understands that, because if they're insecure and they have low self-esteem and shit like that, they will try to convince you that that should not be your focus. Your purpose should be your focus. As a man, that should be your focus. And I'm not saying women shouldn't be purposeful either, but what I'm saying is that should be a man's compass because of the hierarchy in the home. And if you step back for a minute, the woman is attracted to the man on his purpose. That's what attracts you to, most of the men that y'all talk to, or deal with or whatever. I'm getting a little off track, but I gotta cover that because a lot of people don't understand that concept about men. Most men don't even understand that concept. You supposed to be on your purpose because that is God's direction. And if you talk, like, again, you talking biblical, you supposed to follow behind that. You're not supposed to be out here sacrificing your purpose for other people, because that is God's direction. Anyway, I can talk about that shit all day long. You don't have to agree, but those who are in tune, they understand what I'm saying. That's why, and the crazy thing is, if it wasn't that important, there wouldn't be an assignment on your purpose. So that's what I'm saying when people walking around saying, oh, well, it's supposed to be. No, your purpose is number one for a reason. That's why an attack has been assigned to your purpose, because it's that important, because it carries that much weight, because it carries that much power. And you need to treat it as such, because they come in full metal jacket for your shit. And it needs to be protected at all costs. This is why these individuals cannot leave you alone, because you're still intact. You're still following your destiny. You're still growing. And again, you're doing better. A lot of y'all are doing better than y'all were before you met them, because a lot of us were doing great before we met them. But then you meet these individuals that come in your life, and then they turn it to fucking shambles just because of their behavior that they put on you, their energy that they put on you, their beliefs, their mindset. All of that shit is fucking draining. But they cannot leave you alone because you're still intact, you're still standing. This is why I tell people, it might hurt, but get your ass up, get your head out of your ass, and recreate yourself, rebuild yourself. Take your ass to the gym. You don't gotta sit around watching my videos all day. You can step out for a minute, get you some fresh air, then you can come back. But you need to be rebuilding yourself. A lot of y'all have not healed because y'all are waiting to be healed instead of going on the journey to be healed. You sitting around waiting on a day for it not to hurt. That shit does not come. That's why a lot of people bullshit with their healing. They sitting around waiting on a day. That is the most delusional shit. And We talk direct on here. If you can't handle that, you don't need to be on the channel. That is the most delusional shit that you can do. And I'm speaking for myself as well, because I had to go on this journey too. I didn't sit around waiting on a day to feel better. I got up off my ass and I did things necessary that I knew I needed to do, whether that was therapy, the gym, changed my wardrobe, upgraded myself. A lot of y'all are waiting and y'all need to be acting. A lot of y'all are waiting and y'all need to be moving. Get your ass up and get moving. And stay your ass off they social media. Got your ass. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the video description. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need advice custom made and tailor fitted to your situation, make sure y'all book a session. I do all cities, states, time zones, and countries. So make sure that doesn't deter y'all from booking a session. If you need a weekend or nighttime session, make sure y'all send me an email if y'all don't see the date and time on the website. All of it is in my video's description, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. And until next time, another day, another way. And you ain't gotta listen, but I know you heard me.